Monkeys might seem like creatures we're familiar with, but the animal kingdom loves to amaze us. Believe it or not, there are some truly bizarre monkeys out there. So peculiar, you'd swear they were fictional. From monkeys showing off colossal backsides to those who unwind in hot springs after snowy days, this lineup of eccentric primates will make you rethink everything you thought you knew. Get ready to meet some of the weirdest monkeys you won't believe actually exist. Number 15. Tarsier. If you ever wanted to meet a real-life cartoon, meet the Tarsier. This tiny furry primate has eyeballs so massive they look hand-drawn by an over-caffeinated animator. You'll only find Tarsiers on a few Southeast Asian islands, the Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei. But fun fact, their ancient ancestors once roamed Europe and North America. The fossils don't lie. Tarsiers are nocturnal, meaning they come out when the lights go down. They've got soft gray or buff-colored fur, a long tail, and a body built for spring-loaded movement. From a distance, they look like little puffballs clinging to branches. But under all that hugging is a slender body and those insane back legs. Now back to those eyes. They're huge, as in each eye weighs the same as its brain. They can't move them either, so they twist their heads 180 degrees, like an owl or a demon child. Either way, it's wild, strange, agile, and always a bit creepy. Number 14. Drads monkey. Well, here's a monkey you're not forgetting anytime soon. Drads monkey. You'll find these funky-looking primates across Central Africa, from Angola and Cameroon to Uganda and South Sudan. They're named after an explorer named Drads, though most folks call them swamp monkeys since they stick close to water, never more than a mile from rivers or swamps. Now let's talk about looks. These monkeys don't do boring. They've got a gray speckled coat, a long black tail used for balance, a fluffy white beard, and a bright orange stripe across the forehead, like an 80s headband. But here's the part that really stands out. Males have electric blue testicles. Well, we're not cooking. It's not just for shock value either. The brighter the blue, the higher the monkey's rank in society. It's like their version of social status and dating power rolled into one. So yeah, in Drads' monkey world, color below the belt really does say it all. Number 13. Emperor tamarin. You've probably seen this monkey somewhere. Its look is just too iconic to forget. The Emperor tamarin is tiny, but it's got major flair. Its most famous feature? Those long, sweeping white whiskers that look like a styled mustache straight out of a royal portrait. Many believe it was named after German Emperor Wilhelm II, who rocked some equally dramatic facial hair. The rest of its fur is mostly dark gray, but it's got a long reddish tail that adds a bold contrast. Its hands are slender, and instead of opposable thumbs, it has sharp claws, nature's built-in climbing tools. And the canines are surprisingly large for such a small creature. Emperor tamarins live in the southwestern Amazon basin, stretching across Peru, Brazil, and Bolivia. They love forested areas, from lowlands to high terrain, and spend nearly all their time in the trees. With a mustache that dramatic, you half expect it to carry a pocket watch and demand tea at noon. Number 12. Pied tamarin. The pied tamarin is one of those monkeys that makes you do a double take. Its odd, bat-like face is pure nightmare fuel. But don't be fooled by the looks. This wild little primate plays a vital role in the Amazon rainforest ecosystem. Native to the Amazon basin, the pied tamarind, also called the Brazilian bare-faced tamarin, is like a forest janitor, keeping insect populations in check and scattering seeds that help the jungle thrive. It's a small monkey, growing only 7 to 11 inches long, with an extra 4.5 to 5.5 inches of tail. It weighs somewhere between 7.5 ounces and 2 pounds. What makes their social life even more unusual is that the alpha female rules everything. She's the only one who gets to mate, using a chemical signal to prevent other females from reproducing. She literally controls the hormones in the room. Talk about dominance. In this matriarchal setup, there's no room for negotiation. She calls every shot. Number 11. Galada. Let's talk about a monkey that knows how to make an entrance. The Galada, also known as the bleeding heart monkey. The name Galada comes from a Greek word meaning beastly ape, which feels a little harsh, but no one asked them. You'll find these primates roaming the high grasslands of Ethiopia. They're close cousins to baboons, but officially in their own category. They look similar to baboons in build and behavior, but one feature sets them apart: the glowing red chest patch. Most visible on males, females have it too, and during peak fertility, the color intensifies and fluid-filled bumps appear. In Galada society, that's basically a neon sign flashing "available." These monkeys spend nearly all their time on the ground, a rare trait among primates, and they're major grass fans. Around 90% of their diet is just grass. So yeah, call them fiber-powered flirt machines. In short, these fashionable-looking monkeys are one of a kind. Number 10. Brown woolly monkey. The Amazon is overflowing with weird and fascinating species, and here's another one for your lucky eyeballs: the woolly monkey. And no, it's not just one kind. Woolly monkey covers 5 species, all known for being fuzzy and hilariously chunky. You'll spot these fluff balls mostly in the western Amazon rainforest. They've got short, dense fur that varies in color depending on the species, a big round head, a bare face, and a belly that sticks out like they just finished an all-you-can-eat buffet. These monkeys are active during the day and usually hang out in small groups. What's especially fascinating about these cute monkeys is that they're often seen mingling with other monkeys, like capuchins and howlers, like one big jungle squad. But here's the shocker. They walk upright. They're super emotional and genuinely crave attention. And when they're upset, they don't pout. They cry. And these are real tears. Actual monkey tears. Basically, they're the dramatic, sensitive stars of the treetops. Sound familiar? Number 9. G's golden langore. In certain parts of the world, surviving as a wild animal can be seriously risky, especially with deforestation pushing species into shrinking spaces. But sometimes, a bit of luck helps. Take G's golden langore. Still endangered, with only around 6,000 to 6,500 left in the wild, these monkeys are considered sacred in parts of India and Bhutan. While that doesn't guarantee safety, it's something. These langores are long-limbed, slender, and bathed in golden fur that deepens in shade during colder months. It's not just flashy, it's stunning enough to make you stop and stare. Their diet mainly consists of leaves, but they've got a built-in trick: a compartmentalized stomach that helps them break down tough plant fiber and extract maximum nutrients. Spotting one in the wild is rare, not only due to their small numbers but because they're naturally shy. They avoid chaos. If they could wear headphones and avoid small talk, they probably would. Number 8. Red shanked duke. If you're into vibrant monkeys, and let's be honest, who isn't? The red shanked duke is here to steal the show. Native to the Indochina region, it's one of 3 duke species, along with the gray shanked and black shanked kinds. Not exactly imaginative names, but the red shanked one? Easily the standout. Some even call it one of the most stunning primates on Earth, and once you see it, you'll get why. Its face is soft orange-yellow, with bluish lids that look like painted eyeshadow, and wide almond eyes. Add long white whiskers, and this monkey ends up looking more styled than most people, but the fur only gets fancier. It shifts from dark with gray flecks to chestnut at the neck, silvery along the stomach, and brilliant red on the legs. The white tail finishes it off. Even its private parts come in red and white. It honestly looks like someone let a toddler loose with a color palette, and it pulls it off. What do you think about this guy? Let us know. Number 7. Mandril. The mandril is one of the most eye-catching old-world monkeys you'll ever see. Native to West Central Africa, they don't exactly blend in. Their faces are painted in vibrant reds and blues, and their behinds show off the same wild shades. It's like they're wearing a natural neon uniform. When they get hyped or excited, those colors get even brighter, like someone cranked up the contrast. Mandrils spend most of their day on the forest floor, foraging for food. When it's time to rest, they climb up into trees for safety. They've got a solid reputation for toughness. If threatened, they don't back down. Their teeth alone are enough to make most think twice. But don't mistake the bared teeth for aggression. They also use it as a social signal, like a monkey smile. Sadly, life's not easy for mandrils. Deforestation and bushmeat hunting have put them at risk. So while they're dressed to stand out, they've got to stay cautious to survive. Number 6. Howler monkey. There's a reason they're called howler monkeys, and it's not because they're shy. These are the loudest monkeys in the New World, found throughout Central and South America. They're stocky, with thick fur in shades of red, black, or brown. But their real trademark isn't the color. It's their earth-shaking voice. Inside their throats, they've got a special bone that acts like a built-in sound system, giving their calls that deep, echoing boom. Add in a massive throat and protruding jaw, and they're ready to launch a full-volume jungle broadcast. Their calls travel for miles, especially at dawn. It's like their way of clocking in for the day. Most of the time, they're lounging in treetops, living slow and noisy lives. But when it's time to get vocal, they're impossible to miss. If you hear a deep, rolling roar that seems to shake the canopy, odds are good it's a howler doing what howlers do best, being very, very loud. Number 5. Celebes crested macaque. The Celebes crested macaque, also called the Sulawesi black macaque, is only found in a few regions of the Indonesian islands, Sulawesi, Manado Tua, and Tangkoko. But their numbers have dropped hard, nearly 90% in just 3 decades, thanks to habitat loss, hunting, and every danger in the book. Now let's talk about those famous behinds. You can't mention this macaque without bringing up the bright pink butts. Females sport large, vivid rear ends that become even rounder and more swollen when they're ready to mate. It's like a neon sign saying, "I'm in." Males have smaller, heart-shaped rears, but don't think they aren't paying attention. They absolutely are. In the world of Celebes macaques, your backside is your ultimate mating call. It's a visual cue that speaks louder than any sound. Nature's got no shame here, just high-stakes attraction, flaunting with purpose. If you've got a great rear, you've already won half the battle. That's just how their world works. All right, guys, now let's move to number 4, spider monkey. Spider monkeys aren't just one species. They're a group of 7 that live throughout the tropical forests of Central and South America. Their name comes from how they move. With long, skinny arms and legs, they dangle like jungle spiders as they swing through the trees. But their real superpower? That insane tail. It's prehensile, which means it acts like an extra hand, grabbing branches, supporting their body weight, and letting them glide from tree to tree without pause. It's so strong, they can hang entirely from it while using both hands to snatch food or move. They're basically the aerial athletes of the rainforest. With their tails handling balance, their hands are always free to climb, forage, or swing. Their movements are so fluid that it almost looks choreographed. Spider monkeys live high up in the canopy, rarely touching the ground. Number 3. Cottontop tamarin. Tiny but bold, the Cottontop tamarin is among the smallest of the New World monkeys, but don't let the size fool you. It's impossible to miss thanks to the wild crown of white hair erupting from its head. The mane spills over its shoulders, giving serious 80s rock star vibes. Its face and back are dark, while its chest is covered in thick white fluff that ties the whole look together. Socially, they live in tight-knit groups with strict order. The alpha female leads, releasing a specific pheromone to block other females from getting pregnant. Usually, she pairs with a single male, and the rest help raise the young. It sounds cooperative, but don't mistake them for soft. If someone slacks off, the group doesn't ignore it. They respond with vocal warnings or even aggressive pushback. No freeloaders allowed. It's basically a furry little society where everyone works or gets shut down. These monkeys are very cute, but not ones to mess with. Number 2. Golden snub-nosed monkey. Say hello to the golden snub-nosed monkey, a name that already gives away its two most famous features. Yes, it's golden. And yes, it's got that distinctively flattened, snub little nose. But there's a lot more going on here. Also known as the Sichuan snub-nosed monkey, this striking primate lives in the high-altitude forests of China's Tibetan Plateau. And when we say high, we mean freezing. These monkeys survive in the coldest habitat of any non-human primate on Earth. That quirky nose? Not just for looks. Scientists believe it helps protect against frostbite, handy when winter never really ends. Sadly, this beautiful creature's real-world situation isn't great. Thanks to habitat destruction, illegal hunting, and unchecked tourism, it's now on the list of the world's 25 most endangered primates. Despite the odds, golden snub-nosed monkeys are social, playful, and perfectly adapted to harsh environments. They're like stylish snow survivors, fluffy, tough, and living where most wouldn't last a day. Number 1. Whitefaced Saki. The white-faced Saki has serious goth energy with a twist of glam, at least for the males. Only they get the pale face framed by sleek black fur, like they're wearing a custom powdered mask and a black cloak. Females? Not so lucky. Their fur's a dull mix of gray or brown, and their faces look more plain than mysterious. You'll spot these Sakis in the trees, hopping from branch to branch during daylight hours. And yes, that bizarre, bald-looking neck isn't a design flaw. It holds their scent gland. They rub it on everything to mark territory, from tree trunks to whatever's in their path. Males also take the extra step of urinating on things for the same reason. The adult males? Loud, irritable, and not at all concerned with personal space. And those faces? With that thick hair and bare throat, it kind of looks like a primate stuck halfway through a weird Victorian wig transformation. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon.